So guys, I'm freeing myself as a children. I'm a child right now in my mind. This is the real or fake problem. Real fake. 2-1 problem, sparse defense. But I don't believe in defense, guys. It's just called sparse defense. But it's really sparse offense. Sparse defense is like acting on your own. Basically, if you defend yourself, you only care for yourself. But I'm thinking about myself as a child, and defending myself, my interests. But people can infiltrate me because I'm the only thinking about myself. I'm not the only one that's neurotypical or autistic. So basically, if I'm the only autistic child in the world, this world will work for me. But there are people that are autistic that do disclose they're autistic. I'm the only one that's with autism, ADHD, neurodivergent on spectrum. This is past topology model. Oh, is this recording? It should be recording. It's not recording, I don't think. Oh, yes, it's recording. Yep, it's recording. This was not recording. But basically, sparse difference just means for myself. Sparse immense between all of myself, my neurodivergent people, and sparse attack, all of us working together to achieve a goal. But all of us, not them, not the enemy, not neurotypical people in that framework. Because neurotypical people are your enemies anyway, because they don't fit into your neurodivergent framework. But they do fit into your, they're still rigid. So I'm building my own utopia, basically. So guys, very important. This video is very important. This is the real or fake duality problem. So basically, I went to Ghana as a child. I wanted to do it when I was 4 years old. But 4, 5 years old, because I was trying to find where to get guns. Honestly, basically get toy gun. There's a toy gun in class, but I didn't. Basically, if you paint the gun black, all my children, basically, all my friends paint the gun real dark black to make it real. Automatically, that was like, oh, it's a gun, but that's the fake gun thing. So the gun is real, but I never got hold of a fake gun because I was told to not do it with them because they're bad people. But these are the best people that express their free will. I wanted a gun because I was scared of my friends. I had like 3 guns, registered rule. So basically, I'm gonna give you the honesty. This is about me, only me being my friends with the guns. This is ontological research about myself only. But this is a point by me. There will no, they never know which one to load. Basically, this is the entire point. Basically, the 2 gun one. Basically, I have one fake gun, it's like one fake gun and 2 real guns. Now, this entire point, 2 real guns sleep in the dark. Basically, you have 2 guns all the time, but you don't know where you are. You think it's random. So basically, if the whole point is to protect children, so I want all the children to have guns. At least 1 gun, at least 2 guns. 2 guns minimum for the child, to protect themselves. But this is the part of the right to act. So basically, your rights, but I don't give you mine. Like, I'm not going against children. Why would I have a gun? Basically, I want a gun. You divergent people, I don't care about you typical people. You guys are excluded from this framework. Because I trust myself, my people. 3 to 9. This is how I feel as a child. This is how I felt. My friends, I knew they're autistic too, because they acted like me. Just by the way they acted, I said, oh yes, these people are feeling to here. Basically, statement, expression, intent. The very important standards, guys. We are not broken. We're just bent. Like we're just too flexible for them. We're too flexing. We get guns, free guns, and real guns, eventually real guns. But it's my third rule. Basically, I'm 24. I went to Refugee Council. Refugee Council said no to me, so I'm framing it in the authority perspective. And this is so what I do. This is my human rights. Basically, I said, hey, Refugee Council. I told you I'm autistic. ADHD is past projects. There's gonna be something in there. I know my rights. I have more house around the Housing Act 1998. And the Housing Act 1998 and what? The Health Care 2014. Health Care 2014, and they would say, oh, you can't get a house, we don't care about you. I said, fine. So what do I do? My rights to act. Basically, these are my MMUKO rights. So in this right, I don't want to define it now because I don't really want to start sketching out legislation and drafts everything. No, I'm not doing that shit. So basically, I just my first thing I'm gonna do is talk to you guys. Statement. I'm gonna state I need a house. I stated that coherently. I relayed that. Oh, what did they do? Nothing. Now, that's a violation. Now, normally people thinking, no, people thinking, oh, so I just go find another way to get a house. They say no, because they're so powerful, they're so big. Because that's the duality problem. If they're so big, they can do so much to one person, because the framework works for them. But they want you to be scared of them automatically, because they have money to do it. So it's like a scaremongering. It's fear mongering really, because they want you to start feeling fear. I asked, is the problem now the police is gonna come, and then go message you, but they don't have the power or authority to do that. If they do that, ever do that, that's because they are violating their code of conduct, whatever they're putting in place in the first place, the entire UK. That's what they can do that, but it's not. It should not be in their interest to do that. They should not be thinking about that even. They should be thinking about, oh, nobody wants a house, get a house. which he didn't do. He said, oh, he go to sleep. So again, section 189B is like, I am autistic, ADHD, I'm disabled, in that framework. I'm disabled. I'm not disabled, I'm flexible. So I said to him, the rights to disability, actually, this, guys, if you're going to get sued, I know my rights, So I look at the UK government website, I found the legislation. Now, the legislation of the section 189, 819 is good A to D. So I said, I'll give them section 189B, because that's the most important one. I could have given them section 11A, but I know a child, I can give them anything I want to do. But that's what I need, because I need that one. That's about my, I'm a disabled adult in a care home, and health against violation, I need a house. Authority, automatically free house in Cambridge, PhD done. They said no. First time. Then I walked there and called on the phone and said, oh, I'm going to write you an email. So I wrote an email to them, github.com/OBInexus/textbooks dash entries. Textbooks dash entries or textbook entries, things that I've solved, by myself. Basically, this is a diary for myself. No, basically, I'm matching the strategy because I don't trust them. You can call the police and lie. So basically, if they do that, I record it. The police gets involved. So it covers that police too. So you basically trust no one and nothing unless you can prove you can trust it. You can construct the proof. Oh, the police helped me get food. The police, you can't trust no one. Only your people. Only people you think is brilliant. It needs to be rigid for them and flexible, fully flexible for you can go anywhere. So basically it's not flexible for me in any shape or form because I'm an adult right now, but I feel like a child. But I'm a child at heart. I'm not an adult at heart. I don't say I'm an adult. I believe adults are like 98 adults. Yes. But what I'm saying to you is, if I turn 90, I feel old. I start feeling old. I have to start feeling old and thinking old thoughts. But I don't have old thoughts to think about. Like things really pass. But it's just trauma that have never addressed me. Basically, if I go to Navy and Number State, I have to give children guns. 1 fake gun and 2 real guns. Everyone starts with a fake gun. But allowed a fake gun, but they have to have a consensus to get 2 guns. So it doesn't really matter how they do it, but I can keep the backup one because just kids, guys. Slowly give them guns, because I'm researching myself as a child. Who is now the autistic person having a gun? Who you wanted? So the goal is to have every child have a gun and defend themselves against the bureaucracies, but not because you're shooting, by shooting toys and things that are meant to be shot in, like a shooting ranges. Go to shooting range and shoot to all the things that meet them. Basically, they keep one gun in somewhere localized, and they keep another gun in shooting range. Example: they have to shoot that gun in the shooting range only, which is the idea of the sort of ontology of projects. Researching my autism. Only no normal people, because they don't, normal people. I don't like normal people because in different. But I don't hate them, but I don't like them either. Section 189B. That's Nigeria direct right. Valid once, valid twice. Then I want to know. I suppose I need a house. How to secure 2014. You know this. So what it did to me. So basically, housing 1996 legislation, not 98. Free house for me. I didn't get it. Cambridge, no PhD done. Now I'm going to Nigeria to do it. Now I've already got 200 and I've already got what on my back out million. Basically, I have to think about it properly. I've got 360 million pounds in my bank account already. So that's 30,000. 30,000 is a want, not a need. So that's a free house. This is a need. It's a need, a basic thing. So it's basically I can argue now legally under that was my human rights violated. It wasn't a want. I didn't say I want it. I said I need it. So if I say I need it, because I need to be sustainable. If I ever said I want it, they say, oh, it's not human rights down. The rhetoric is not reasonable. So you have to be put it as rigid as possible in your framework only, and isolate them in their framework. As it was. So impossible for them to break it. If you ever say, whoa, I don't shut up with story, guys. That's the idea here, guys. So you want. It's never the done. You never need permission to consent to this. Your right. So I can statement is express. No, my intent is no way I am going all through this bureaucracy and gonna buy a house and live in the UK. I'm going back to Nigeria. I'm a king in Nigeria, by the way. I have a bear friend. I have a land there. I have lots of land there, and it's been wasted. There's just mines on it. Basically, I can't even go on that land because there's bombs there. So I need to get like a mine thing to blow it up. Before I ever put my foot in it. I don't trust you people. You Nigerians on my land. But that land there is not being used. There's nothing it's doing. It's just like derelict. But you know, the children are meant to build on it. So basically, I'm gonna get you to start building my dream constitution too. But I'm gonna be leading them, guiding them. What do you know? What do you want? But I don't want the adults involved. So basically, the adults has to be there with the children for guidance. But I don't want to be doing that for the adults because they're adults. So basically, I want full control of the children to have two guns, but I don't want anything to happen to their parents or anything. I want them to feel free in my land, you know, because I'm still a child at heart. You know, if I was still matured, I would lie to you. So basically, that's tier 3. Basically, the intent layer is basically express the basically I can act on it. So TTA basically the housing in Cambridge I can act on it. I can sue University. Two councillors said to me, the councillors said no to me. I'm homeless. I'm not homeless. I have a room. My contract is not signed. I say my contract is not signed. Yes, my contract is not signed. And that's why I went to the house. You guys are funny. Then that's human rights under moneyclaim.org. Violations. This is from their bank account to mine, but for them personally to see that to see them 30,000. Now that's 30k, but that's not enough to do anything for them. So I think again, saying no to me for me to act on my rights. So basically, 60,000 is not enough for me to buy a house in Cambridge for PhD anyway. But they won't say no to me enough. So 6,000. So I'm taking the sisters and coming back to Nigeria for myself, but I don't want to spend any money on what I need. Because that's just my human rights. So I have to move that money to my wanting, build my constitution, things I want to do, building stuff, rebuilding stuff. I'm meant to be there. Expressing T3A, tier 3A, 30 to 60,000. That's basically I guess 60k maximum. I basically have to opt in for the maximum if I want to ever want something again. Because that's the lie, the bureaucrats. They hate like, I'm lying at them, you know, they're stupid. I don't like them or anything. I don't have a girlfriend that's sure about. Then that's you. Basically, consistency is not it's given automatically to act on it. You can't take away someone's consensus. You know, that's how they are structured, how they work internally. But that's the structure of blooming. You can't even fit them in boxes because I'm just expanded the box and blew it up. So they don't basically they're scared of me even staying in this room because they won't open the door for me sometimes. You know they have to do it because you know Namdi's so smart. But that's what I'm saying. I've just blown the whole box. So basically I've just literally taken the box, you know, the box. Basically I've fit through the box and just like blown the corners off on the shrapnel boxes. So that's make a new framework for me. Just for me, for you guys, through you guys too. So that's what the union is meant to start doing. If I call them, they should be acting on your right to own guns. I want you guys to have guns. Every child to have 2 guns, one in the shooting range. Next, basically I'm thinking like a bunker system. So basically, you got security measures. So the bunker systems are really important, guys. So you get guns there, but the bunkers are where the guns are get held. So you can get to the bunkers and get in the gun store. But there's no gun store, guys. There's only a gun bunker. So I don't trust you guys yet. So you have to have a compound, a double compound. Basically, you got a 2-to-1 mapping for this compound model. So 2-to-1 compound. If you want to go to a gun plaza, that's a 4-to-2. So let's go. Let's start with the compound. I want you guys to have my vision of Biafra, of my Oha Rule Constitution. So you have the land, but you know that's 2-to-1. So you're gonna have the way you're gonna have the gun range, but that's gonna be too loud. So you're gonna have 2 gun ranges already. But that 2 gun ranges got a 2-to-1 mapping. So every 2 gun range has to be in one isolated unit, you know. But what breathing spaces, you know, you're gonna have a plaza there, you know. But the plaza is gonna be what for the guns and keeping them. But because you have a plaza there, you have to get a bunker. Now the bunker in the plaza is constitutional guarded, so the plaza is for children only. So you can have gaming there, you can have videos there, you can make content, children's content. You know that's the feature I want you guys to have there. So that's the plaza duality. So if you're gonna go shoot a gun, you go to where the 2 guns, but you know that's doubly protected. So you have like 2 shells. The shell basically, I'm thinking of a shell model there. So you have like 1 shell protecting the most important thing that can kill people, and whether they're fake or real, I don't really care. But you know. Anyone that lives in this constitution as a child has to earn being in that area zone, you know, because they have to earn going up. I can't just walk into the plaza. But basically, it's just a housing allocated for children. That I want to basically, I want it if I want a gun. If I ever want a gun, my system for me will kick me out if I ever try to get a gun. and kill myself. Even just pointing at myself. I'm scared, but I never, because I'm scared of shooting myself. Because that's a red flag to me. So what I'm trying to do. So the topology, I'm trying to give it now properly because you got two rings around with the gun. It doesn't matter where it is, as long as there's no there's equity in it. It can be at the center, but not the center because there's never equity at the center. People just run to the center for anything. So basically, 2 to 1 is like sequence, the sequence of the mapping or sequence. So series what? So it's basically if I make a mistake once, that's enough to trigger myself to stop. I'm fooling myself. Even if it's twice, basically, if I make a mistake once, make you a mistake, you're my friend, you do typical, new divergent. You're my friend, I make you a mistake. You're me in this framework, so you can say, oh, yes. You can say, yes, I made a mistake, you made a mistake. You can say, you made a mistake here. And, and then I correct me. Then I do that thing again. Second time, that's a violation of intent already. Basically, you got two statements. It doesn't matter what is two statements. Things that I say or state, two things I express. There's no duality. There's no two ways about it, or two things that I intend to do, like kill you. So two. That's what I'm saying to you guys. If I do something twice, I'm doing it on purpose, automatically. I'm telling you, because that's what we're working on. But what's confusing to people about it is because they come in patterns. So basically, I can do it 2 1. I can do 2 to 1. I can do 1 to 2. 2 times, but that's the pattern you recognize, but you don't know what the pattern is because you don't know what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to obtain. But that's how I work on. Basically, I'm giving my framework here, so I can do 2 1 2 2 1 1 1 2 1 2 2, but not do it fully as well because there's so many ways I can do it. I'm so flexible. So basically, guys, I have to formalize this. Basically, for the framework, I want to try to guys to use Morse code for visual input, all the things you do to compute this. MMUKO children that are adults, that call themselves adults in the UK framework, on the English framework. So basically, I'm a child and adult sometimes. But I want you guys to have like this kind of system, series execution. So parallel, it can work parallel in concurrency, but that's Morse code transposed. So my site here works on Morse code because the Morse code, there can be a binary classifier, but it's not a Morse code because it's easier to. Basically, it's the codec system. It's a neurodivergent codec based on a 7x7 matrix, the matrix codecs. So it's Morse code, but for sensory stuff, observation. I don't want to do computation yet. So that's the point. Basically, there'll be no two ways. Which they will never know. Basically, if I get a fake gun, they don't know it's a real gun. That's the entire point. Two guns are real, sleep in the dark. One fake gun, walk in the light. 2 to 1. Basically, I'm a rebel. Some rebellion. What's this time? Oh, 17. Okay. The Asian ratio of Isaac or king who refuses to disarm by a word that fears armed children. I love armed children. I'm an armed children. The fake one is theater. So I'm Isaac king. I lift the high to mock when the mockery comes. Basically, when councils to police the adults call a frail child mad, just put him in a box. They see their own shape, terror, and freeze your assets, freeze your bank. So guys, basically, giving them insomnia. They can't sleep at night. I love insomnia people. That's actually people that want to think and do stuff. Maybe they can try and do something today, but they want to do it. They were never too silent. They wait for their ancestors to breathe my teeth, breathe my breath. This is not about bullets, it's about sparse defense. So basically, it's a sparse offense model if you want to attack. But if you just defend yourself and you're fine, you don't need to defend. You just, in the constitution, there's a lot of war, there's a lot of noise, but the noise is not you. You are the signal, but we can see you. Basically, defense is just you defending yourself only in the framework of neurodivergence, what you see yourself as. Based on open sense framework for neural modeling. So the thinnest possible shield is thick. Touch this child and you touch death. So basically, but death never speaks. Only the fake gun screams. So basically, pa. You think I'm holding a fake gun. But I'm holding a fake gun, mimicking the fake gun. But and the scream is enough. In mythology, basically, 2 ringers is full open because basically, one fake gun is for perception. People can see the fake gun or see the fake sound you're making, or see basically it's the perfect consensus because you can switch it around. Basically, if one day you don't have your fake gun, You know, you can get a fake one quickly. You know, some say it's good because you know it's a toy gun. You can just get it, dispatch it. You know, but it's not two fake guns. You know, that's we guys have two real guns. You have if you were oh I lost a fake gun today. What do? I can't scare my friends with my fake guns. I can't join my gang and my good friends. Like I want to join my friends, but the guns I really do actually. I want to make them basically they will have fake guns, but you know. When these things get high, when I start rebelling, you know, I have to get my protection. I have to get two guns, one for backup and one for rep. Because I have to consent to that gun. So basically, they started getting scared. But the the rotation was wrong. Basically, it's a Morse code for the for my cognition because that's not solving. Basically, it's a codec system, a Morse coder. That means you can encode stuff and process and encode based on the functor frameworks and decode stuff, decoder. So I can use the computers with a computer in C and write the code to do this automatically for me. Because I'm the kind of advanced child. I don't fit in their frameworks. I don't want to fit in a room, in their rooms. Basically, I don't want to be in a room. I never did. I went to a house under HTK 2014. But you know, now I'm going back to my origin story. And this is a legacy I want to leave behind forever and ever. Okay, one more thing I'm gonna tell them. Okay, now guys, basically the Chinese haven't trying to implement a living forever thing. But you know, mind uploading, but it's gonna break. I don't really care. You know, only the water can afford it anyway. But you know, I want you guys to start thinking about your future. If you guys wanna try to do basically, you guys are children of future, MMUKO children, adults and children who call themselves. Basically, as an adult, if you say sign the children contract, you know, if you don't sign the children contract, you don't become an adult ever again. We can only sign it twice. Twice. You never sign it a third time. You sign once a child, then you say, okay, I unconsent for being a child. And now want to be a MMUKO adult. Now you sign once again for a child. Now you stay that channel time. Now you get your children to place everything. Now you get an adult. But you know, that's what I'm saying. So this is gonna work for everyone for now. Play with their kids, everything in the space that children are meant to be with guns. But I don't want anybody breaking that. So I'm worried. I'm worried about these people. So it's not 3-1 effort for the adults. The actual one that are 18 or 18 plus. You know, because you're adult in 15, me 10, 15 to me. You can do everything yourself. You don't need person telling you. You can do everything yourself. So you're an adult in the real world for me. Thank you very much.